I'm making this video to tell you that the strategy of trying to get in the friend zone and stay there does not work. It is not a good strategy at all, and I'm going to tell you two reasons why. I'm going to illustrate these two reasons why by highlighting events that happened to me within the past week or so. One where I was talking to another person, the different one where another person was talking to me, but both situations ended up showing that just keeping it friendly, super in the friend zone, when there could be more there, when you would like to be more there, is not a good strategy. So the first story, right? In the bar games league with Volo, right? Another Volo shirt, another Volo league, right? In the bar games league, so we're playing the games, right? Flip cup, beer pong, darts, shuffleboard, skee ball. Not drinking. No, it sounds like bar games, like, oh, getting sloshed, but no, it's not. And it's fun, even without the drinking, which I've talked about many times before, but we'll make a point of mentioning again here. So, playing last week is the first week of the season, right? So, go there knowing that of the five people on the team, it's me and another person, a woman who has RSVP. So I don't know who this woman is though. So, and don't have the shirts to differentiate what team is which. So when I get there, I'm particularly talkative, talking to this people, talking to these people, talking to that people, really trying to find out who's on my team. But I'm not just like, are you on team Dark Side at the man? It's more of like, oh yeah, I'm here for blah 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 blah. Ended up signing up for this bar games thing. Had fun when I did it before. Kind of looking forward to it. Right? Little story about me coming there before, being social, and the little dangling the carrot of, oh, this may be something you're a part of too, in case you want to chomp at the bit. Anyways, start doing that to start. End up talking with several people, end up inviting this dude to my table with me. Then later on, find the other woman who is on my team. She comes a little bit later than I did. Ends up kind of coming around, looking and is this where I'm supposed to be? Start the little conversation, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, you're in the right spot. Start talking to her then, right? She and I on the team. She tells me that she signed up with a couple other people on the team, but they aren't there that week. So it's looking like it's just going to be her and I against whoever our opponents are. We end up getting matched up against a team of 4 women and me and 5 women. I know. Which is why I'm like, you guys got to be out there. These situations do happen. It's not always just a sausage fest. The situations do happen. But the point is, talking to her, then I end up talking to the people on the other team too. Just, hey, kicking it, right? Other team is also, they'd signed up for a cornhole league. So while they're doing cornhole, they're playing the game, and it's me and my teammate, this woman, talking back and forth in a one-on-one setting. We come back inside, continue playing the games, and the other thing I'm gonna also mention is that my teammate at one point in one of the games got fairly, she got a little inner feelings, right? We were playing shuffleboard, and you can try and both get your pieces on the table, or you can if you go second, knock the other person's piece off the table so that they don't get any points and you do. Or you at least stop them from getting points. Happened several times where the other team stopped her from getting points, knocked her off the table, and she started taking it a bit personally, right? Even saying as much to the other team, to the women on the other team. So raising the tension, choosing violence, however you want to phrase it, but just not super friendly towards the other team. Whereas I'm just more laid back, don't really care who wins, who loses, but still trash talking, still trying to win. So, but friendly nonetheless. Anyways, they're doing the cornhole, me and my teammate there. We're chatting it up, laughing, having a good time. As conversations with me tend to go, right? Laughing it up, having a good time. Get back inside, start playing another game, and then as we wrap up that next game, which is the last one, we're still talking to the other team. The other team asks, so how do you all know each other? Oh, we actually just met earlier. Oh, yeah, I saw you guys talking out there when we were playing cornhole, and it just seemed like you guys were familiar. Little A few minutes later, so is everyone here? What's your status? Where's your age? Where are you living? And are you single or married or dating? Right. So like again, this is coming from one of the women on the other team. The women on the other team, the four of them, they know each other, right? They're friends. So they already know about the age and the marital stat and the relationship status between the three of them. It's really about you two that we don't know. What's your status, huh? You single? And like, again, what I took that as is like a statement of, oh, they're interested. They're trying to find out if I'm single. Somebody in that group of friends is interested, or multiple bodies in that group of friends is interested. But nice to hear. And the fact that you brought up when it was me and the teammate one on one earlier, and then proceed to complain about the person on the other team that you were the guy on the other team that you were matched up with on your side, like makes me think that he was not the, let's just say, as charming and charismatic as I was, and you're a little upset that like got stuck with the lame while while my teammate and I over there were chatting it up, seemingly having a budding relationship. Anyways, after this happens, I notice my teammate being a little more distant from me. Before it had been she and I kind of one on one a little bit more. And like quick to bond and like get along with the other team, the women on the other team. Right? Which again was a change of heart, change of tone, change of perspective, all that since like the confrontational side earlier. But I noticed this, like, notice it, whatever. Still talk with them, still talking with the other teammates, blah, 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 blah. End of the night, we, okay, we're going to head on out, blah, blah, blah. She makes like a quick dart to the side, and then just kind of just like standing there with the phone in front of her. Like almost like she's like standing outside waiting to call a ride, but I know like she doesn't live that far away. So it's almost just like she's kind of paused there waiting. But I'd already ran into some people on the way in earlier that said they were going to be next door. So I was like, okay, let me go catch up with the with the boys. The bras, like bros, not like bras, like BRAH, bra. The point is, I go that way. I noticed, the little bit of hesitation, noticed the getting close, and then maybe brought up relationship thing, and it was like, ooh, let me be a little distant from him now. And I didn't take it as like offense. What I took it as was like, she hadn't been thinking about that, and then someone put the thought in her mind, and it was like, let me change the impression I'm perhaps making a little bit, right? For some reason or another, let's just say. Fast forward to the next week. Back out there with that teammate again. We also have a new couple of people join us. Anyway, the teammate that I've been talking to the week before, right? Me and her, the only two people that were there, week 1 and week 2. This week, I noticed she's much more showing much more bravado. I was going to say much more brash or brazen, but it's really showing more bravado. Like making a point of loudly talking about how she told this other woman off at work because she had been doing her job and the other woman was slacking and about to leave or go on vacation anyway, so wasn't even really paying attention, but she was on top of things and she was basically having to carry stuff, And just hearing like the bravado, the slight change in tone even from like the last week to this week, like a little more like faux assertive. And it was also like her friends was there, so it was maybe like, okay, with me, you're a stranger, you're a little, more timid, but then the friend, your old friends from a long time, know you a little bit more, you're a little more, like I said, bashful or loud and out there, let's say. But yeah, cool, whatever, talking, having a good time. At one point, so it's now like on my team, me and 3 women, right? So I'm talking to them like sometimes individually, sometimes together, just how I does. And at one point, like we're playing the game, they also would like sometimes go and talk amongst each other, the three of them, and like they all have a rapport, they all knew each other, and I'm kind of on the outside. And so I like in my mind was like I could do things to try and take over the conversation a little bit, try and break into their like three-way between the three of them. But the other part of me was also like I don't want to do that because I don't want it to feel like to them or to me that I'm trying to like get into what they're doing. It was more like I'm gonna do my thing, and when you guys are ready to engage, we'll have fun, we'll chat, we'll banter a little bit, we'll go back and forth. But otherwise, if you guys want to do your own thing, like I'll be doing my own thing too. So it's like changing between me doing my own thing, then like end up talking to one of the group of three, right? As they come over, to take their turns in the game. When they're not taking their turns, they tend to go back, talk with each other. I still stay like by the table, because then I can also talk to the other team, have a little bit of rapport with them. Anyways, doing this, at one point, the woman there from last week is like, yeah, I don't even know who he's talking to right now. It seems like he's talking to himself. And like, that could be taken as a bad thing, but it was actually a quite good thing. One of the things I was doing much better that night than other nights was like intentionally noticing the times where I would have gone quiet and did go quieter, right? Like not saying as many things, longer pauses and breaks of silence, right? But then it was like I would think back to the last thing that said and like what are some things that related to it? Like just association, free association. And as I would free associate, then think of a sentence to say that next sentence. So to like, instead of it just being long pause of like not saying anything, just say something. It kind of relates to what was said before. And really it was like, I'm in this like fun, energetic, kind of playful, teasing mood, and I want to keep that going. So it was like, didn't want to have too many breaks, but also like, the words I was saying like didn't really matter. It was just like little fun quips and jokes and jest and whatevers, but like coherent and made sense if you were listening. But also the listening wasn't even the super point. It was just like a more fun, come engage over here. Or if you're not, I'm gonna have fun, engage with these other people. So do that. What it also said to me was like, okay, she's intentionally like noticing something about me not having the one-on-one conversation with just her and mentioning that out loud. Could be nothing. Or it could be or it could be her complaining that I wasn't getting intimate with it, getting real close, real personal with it. Anyways, go on doing that. Go on playing with the other team. See you later in the night. A little salty look over as me and the woman on another team are talking a little more one-on-one, getting a little bit closer, right? I see like the anger, the jealousy, whatever. But like my point in all that from the last week to the first week was like the change in behavior from being like a little bit more calm and relaxed to then like the bravado, the loud, the talking the stories, which you've seen dudes do as well. You've seen dudes be cool, then a woman comes around, a little puff out the chest, speaking loudly about their accomplishments, etc., etc. Like, this is an example of a woman doing the same thing. And it was like, kind of funny to me, but also just confirmed, like, oh, she likes me. And when we had the conversation last week, she enjoyed that. Maybe she didn't realize it as much at the time, but she did enjoy it. I talked about how I'd started to get a little bit one-on-one with a member of the other team I was playing against this week. At the end of the night, she says to me, so guess I'm just going to see you next week. And that was a sign to me of like, oh, so she would have liked to reach out so that it wouldn't have to be just waiting until next week to see her in the context of these bar games. But if I had made the offer or taken things there to, hey, let's connect outside of this or before next week, then she would have been potentially very interested in that. So it was like a sign to me of when we were just talking, I thought, oh, this is just friendly until I got the extra information. And then it made me look back on the conversation and like remember, oh, she did ask, how do you know the other people on your team? Which also is a sign of like a different question that, like, how do you know these people? One thing that gets answered through that is, are you dating any of them? But it doesn't sound as direct as, are you dating them? Are you single? Are you available? Oh, how do you guys know each other? Right? Just being friendly. But you're getting the information of, are you guys dating? You guys tonguing down? So, seeing that extra information that, hey, kind of like you in a more than friendly way, maybe look back and see the other signs that I had missed in the moment, even though I've used that line so many times myself. How do you guys know each other? I know. I know. I know. I know. I'm going to figure myself, but I know. Right? Anyways, the point is, like, both of those things, when you get the information that it's not just a friendly thing, it can make you realize, like, look back, reassess the situations that happened and think, oh, there were actually more clues, more signs that I kind of may have missed. So, one way to avoid that is to earlier in the conversation expect and think, this may be more than just a friendly thing, or do what you can to make it more than just a friendly thing if that is something you may like, so that you aren't missing the signs after the fact, but you're more attuned to them when they come. It's like you'll be on the lookout for them, and you're giving a stronger sign to the other person so that they know what's up, and when they know what's up and want things to go forward, they will communicate that in certain ways, shapes, and forms. When it's just friendly, one or both people can miss that it like could be more than friends if you guys actually like talked about it or hinted at it. But if both of you are not hinting at it, not talking about it, then it's easy for one or both people to not even realize that this could go beyond just a friendly thing. So the strategy of, I'm just going to become friends, get close, and stay in the friend zone, and then we get to know each other, and then she'll realize that I'm really a cool person. Like, no. No. What works better is to show the signs. Period. I hope these stories helped illuminate that. I hope this finds you well. I hope you take care, and I love you.